Yo, what it do, wealth champions? It's okay to focus on money, man. Um, it's time for the Daily Hustle Friday edition, and y'all know that means money. I'm your host, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from wealthcreationplaybook.com. And yes, let's talk about focusing on money really, really quickly, man, because so many of us have a weird relationship with money, right? We think wealthy people are snobs. We think money is evil. We think capitalism is a dirty word. But here's what I want you to understand. Your subconscious mind will never allow you to attract or become that which you despise. So if you despise wealthy people, if you think rich people are bad people, your subconscious mind will never allow you to become one of them. It's just, I mean, that's just how your brain works, right? Because if you think something is evil, then by default, you're repelling it away from you instead of attracting it to you. And that's all because of how we've been taught to think about money. I want you to fix your relationship with money, with how you think about money, with um, how you behave with money, and therefore the results that you get with your money. Scripture says in Deuteronomy 8:18 that it is God who gives us permission or the power to gain wealth. And I love that scripture because he doesn't give us the wealth. He gives us the power to get it. And it's up to us to exercise that power. And another scripture, Ecclesiastes 10:19, says that money answers all things. In the description of this video, I said if you don't focus on your money, you're going to stay broke and broken. Now, I know people will challenge me on that and say, hey, Cortez, I'm not broken, man. Um, but I believe most people are, especially religious and spiritual people, because it's hard to struggle financially and also realize that God gave us a power to gain wealth. God has the ability to bless us richly, and yet we struggle still. And that creates a conflict with your relationship with your creator, whether you know it or not, right? And when I say focus on money, everybody is focused on money, man. Uh, I would say 95% of the population is focused on money. Now, you may not be saying, Cortez, I don't focus on money. Money don't faze me. But you'll run somebody over if you're running late for work, right? If money don't faze you, uh, why do you get up every morning and go to work, right? See, everybody's focused on money. What we tend to focus on about money, though, is having just enough, because we've been trained to believe that having an abundance or being rich and wealthy, we've been trained to believe that there's something wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, my friend. And you got to believe that. I know especially in the house of God, they like to quote scriptures like the love of money will is the root of all evil. It is easier for a camel to pass through an eye of a needle before a rich man enters into heaven. And that one trips me out because while on one hand they will say that as a matter of fact, but then they'll tell us the great things that King Solomon did and Abraham did and all the patriarchs in the Bible, and all of them were wealthy. So you're telling me that Abraham didn't get into heaven? You're telling me that King Solomon is not in heaven? Come on. See, we have to really start thinking about, yes, you can't serve two masters, God and money, but you can serve God with money. I know this is tough for a lot of people to hear, and it's tough for a lot of people to internalize. But if you didn't already focus on money, you wouldn't be up scrambling right now, a lot of you guys, to get ready for work today. Let your paycheck be short $25. Watch how hard you focus on that money. So, what I'm saying is, if you're going to focus on money, then you might as well focus on abundance. You might as well focus on lack. Stop focusing on lack. Stop focusing on having just enough. Because the more you focus on having just enough, believe it or not, that's what you're bringing into your life. If you want more than enough, you got to focus on more than enough. Now, I'm going to give you some practical solutions really quickly, and then I'm going to let you guys get out of here, man. Four things that you've got to overcome financially if you want to position yourself for abundance. Number one, you've got to focus on positioning your money to grow faster than the rate of inflation. Number two, you've got to focus on legally lowering your taxes, right? The Bible also talks about render unto Caesar that which is Caesar. Yes, that means pay your taxes, but don't pay a dime more than you absolutely have to pay. That means if you're rendering unto Caesar, you're under Caesar's tax law, then use that tax law for your benefit. Number three, debt. Banks are robbing you of your money and you're allowing it to happen. Get yourself out of debt. Number four, you've got to deal with your spending habits, what we call big business. How much money is getting away from you today on Friday because you've been struggling all week long, and now that it's payday, you're going to go out to eat. Normally, you take your lunch to work, but on Friday, you go out to eat. Normally, you cook at home, but on Fridays, on payday, you're going to take the family out, and you guys are going to have a nice meal. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying, why not focus intensely on your money for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and get your money way right so you don't have to wait on a payday Friday to be able to do something nice for your family. 3 solutions to overcome those 4 challenges, guys. Starts with understanding the economy that we live in is built for business people, by business people, and it benefits business people the most. You've got to understand that having a home-based business is a game changer for you. Why? Because 3 things have to go down and 1 thing has to go up if you're going to overcome these financial challenges. Taxes got to go down. Debt has to go down. Expenses has to go down, and credit has to go up. Well, Cortez, how can a home-based business help those things happen? Well, when you have a home-based business, you're going to instantly qualify for a pay raise of $300 to $600 per month because having a business allows you to reflect that on your Form W-4. And on that Form W-4, if you're a business owner, legally, your employer has to take less money out of your paycheck. You get an extra $300 a month coming into your household, and you start using that to attack your debt. Now your debt is going down. While you're attacking your debt, you might as well look at your expenses and see where you can cut back on some things so you can put even more focus on debt elimination. Those 3 things go down. One of the biggest ways to, or the fastest ways to get your expenses down is to improve your credit, right? Then having a business will also let you take regular, everyday, ordinary expenses like your cell phone bill, miles you put on your car, your internet service, your utilities, if you're renting a portion of your rent, your children's lifestyle, what you spend on them, all of that stuff legally becomes a tax deduction when you have a business in your home. Then you take the benefits of all of that, Taxes going down, debt going down, expenses going down, credit score going up, making money in your business, and you take all of that and you start investing to get double-digit returns on your money. Now your money is growing faster than the rate of inflation. You do those three things, man. Um, you will literally transform your lives in a single generation. I don't have time to jump into the screen share and show you what a double digit return could do for you, but I'll link to the video on where to get double digit returns on your money so you can see that. And I talked about the power of compound interest in that video. And I just want you to be clear, man. When you're not focusing on abundance, by default, you're focusing on lack, and you always get what you're focused on. Believe it or not, saying things like, I don't care about money, money don't grow on trees, I've been struggling all my life, so it ain't nothing to struggle for a few more years. When you're talking that kind of talk, you're continuing to bring that kind of calamity into your life. So by not focusing on abundance, by default, you're focusing on lack, and that's why you continue to wallow in it, right? Now, you guys know that the daily hustle is me talking to myself out loud. So I'm teaching and training myself to stop focusing on lack and start focusing on the abundance that is all around us and start bringing that into my life. Hopefully, man, you've got something out of today's daily hustle. Hopefully, I didn't offend anybody, man. I don't like confrontation, man. So hopefully, I didn't offend anybody. But if you got any value out of this video today, then I want you to do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit the like button on the page. Hit the subscribe button if you're checking this out on YouTube. Also, make sure that you grab the link and share this with somebody, man. Drop it in somebody's inbox. Send it to somebody via email. Share it on your timeline if you're that bold. And let people know that it is okay to focus on abundance, man. There's nothing wrong with that. And then if you need a better solution or you want a deeper dive into those challenges that I was talking about and how to overcome them, make sure that you go over to wealthcreationplaybook.com, grab yourself a copy of the Wealth Creation Playbook. It really breaks down the 6 money killers that keep most people broke, and it also gives the solution on how to overcome those money challenges. Again, that's www.wealthcreationplaybook.com. Make sure you guys go over and check that out. Last but not least, man, if you are serious and you want to continue to learn from some of the things that I teach on this channel, make sure that you hit my picture down there in the circle so you can subscribe to the channel, and then continue to learning by clicking on this video to get more details about transforming your life financially. I'm your boy H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.